You know the feeling, right? You get to your car, you look down at the grocery receipt, and you just have to laugh. But it's not a happy laugh, it's that shocked, kind of painful laugh where you're like, how did that happen? Welcome to 2026. But what if I told you that you can actually wrestle that number back down starting this week?
Okay, so let's kick things off with a number that I think is going to hit home for a lot of people. A recent survey found that for 41% of us, the single biggest thing tripping us up financially, it isn't our rent, it's not our car payment, it's unexpected bills.
And that is exactly what it feels like, isn't it? That heart-stopping moment at the checkout feels just like getting a surprise bill in the mail. It completely torpedoes your budget for the week. It totally does. But here's the thing. This is one unexpected bill that you actually have a ton of control over. So where do we even begin with this? Well, you can't fix a problem until you know what the problem is. And for most of us, it's not a budgeting problem. It's more like a leaky bucket problem. Money is just trickling out in all these places we can't even see. This is why the first step is something I call the receipt autopsy. The what? That sounds a little dramatic. It's actually super simple. I want you, right now, to just picture your last grocery receipt. Or hey, even better, pause this and go find it. We're about to become detectives and find out where that money is hiding. We are on the lookout for three main culprits. I call them the invisible three, because they're the categories where we all just hemorrhage cash without even realizing it. Okay, I'm intrigued. What are they?
All right, number one, the convenience tax. Think pre-chopped onions, that bag of pre-washed salad, shredded cheese. You are paying a huge premium for someone else to do like 2 minutes of work. Sometimes it's as much as 40% more. Wait, for real? 40%? Just so I don't have to chop an onion? Wow.
Next up, beverage creep. That $6 pack of soda, that fancy $4 iced tea you grab while you're in line, these are, without a doubt, some of the highest markup items in the entire grocery store. Oh yeah, I've heard this. They make more profit on a single bottle of water than they do on a steak, don't they? It's absolutely wild. And the last one, the guilt-free snack trap. Come on, we've all done it. You see that $9 box of organic, gluten-free crackers, and you think you're making a healthy choice. But sometimes that label alone is adding 30% to the price. Okay, you got me. I am so guilty of this. That box is a regular in my cart. See? If you just went through your last receipt and circled those three things, I bet you'd find where that missing 20% went.
But here's what's so important to understand. You can have the best shopping list in the world, but it won't save you. You need a complete mental shift before you even step foot in the store. It's all about changing your entire approach. So what does that even mean, a mental shift? It means you stop being a shopper and you become a hunter-gatherer. Think about it. A shopper wanders around, browses every aisle, gets tempted by fancy displays. But a hunter-gatherer, they have a mission. Find protein, find fiber, find fat, and get out. They patrol the perimeter of the store, where the fresh stuff is, and they actively avoid those dangerous center aisles where all the expensive processed stuff lives.
And here's a little brain hack. It sounds kind of cheesy, but I swear it works. Okay, what is it? Before you walk in, just say this out loud to yourself. I'm saving 20% today. It actually primes your brain. It turns the whole trip into a game that you're trying to win, and you start actively searching for deals instead of just, passively putting things in your cart.
Okay, so the mindset is locked and loaded. You're no longer a shopper, you're a hunter-gatherer on a mission. Now, let's get into the actual strategy. This is how we turn that mindset into real, actual savings.
This one is called the three-store strategy. Whoa, hold on. That sounds like a whole lot of driving and a whole lot of time. It's actually the opposite. It's not about going to 3 stores in one day. It's about rotating. So one week, you hit a discount grocer like Aldi for all your pantry stuff. The next week, maybe you go to an ethnic market for amazing deals on spices and fresh produce. And then once a month, you go to a club store like Costco, but only for things you can buy in bulk and freeze, like meat and cheese.
And I have to tell you, the ethnic market part is a secret weapon. I once bought a little jar of cumin at my regular grocery store for almost $6. Ouch! Yeah. Then a week later, I was in an Indian grocery store and found a bag that was 3 times the size for $1.49. I was so mad at myself. That's a 75% savings on one little spice. Now imagine doing that for your whole pantry.
Okay, let's talk about coupons, but I want you to erase whatever picture you have in your head. Right, this isn't my grandma sitting at the kitchen table with a pair of scissors. Not even close. This is modern digital couponing. All you do is spend 5 minutes on Sunday morning scrolling through your grocery store's app and clipping the digital deals for stuff you were gonna buy anyway. They just apply automatically when you check out. Oh, and download the Flash Food app. You can get perfectly good meat and produce for 50% off just because it's near its sell-by date. It's a total game changer.
Okay, but out of all these different tactics and mindsets and strategies, what is the one thing? What is the single most effective rule that could, all by itself, slash that 20% off your bill?
It is the 50% rule, and it is beautifully simple. You do not buy any item, with a few exceptions like milk, eggs, and bread, unless it is on sale for at least half off its normal price. Period. It forces you to plan your meals around what's on a deep discount, not the other way around. Just look at this example with cereal. The regular price is $6 a box. But see, grocery stores run on these super predictable sales cycles, so you know that in about 2 weeks, that same box of cereal is going to be on sale for $2.99. Exactly! If you buy it at full price, you just lit $3 on fire. Now do that with 10 things in your cart, and you've thrown away $30 without even thinking about it.
And I have to be honest, I used to do this all the time. I'd just make my list and buy what was on it, no matter the price. I think we all did. It's just how we were taught to shop. I felt so foolish when I finally realized how much money I was literally just giving to the grocery store for no reason at all. So, you've gone to the store, you've hunted like a champion, you've used the 50% rule, and you saved a ton of money. But the work isn't done, right? The next phase of the battle is fought back at home base. Your own kitchen has some secret weapons to stretch every single dollar you spend.
First, you have to start thinking of your freezer as your most valuable player. Use the flat pack method. Put ground meat in a freezer bag and flatten it out. It'll thaw in like 10 minutes. Freeze leftover herbs and olive oil in an ice cube tray. All of a sudden, a quick Tuesday night dinner with some frozen broccoli, chicken thighs, and rice costs you maybe $4. That leads to another huge kitchen strategy, which is rethinking how you use meat. Totally. Start treating meat like a flavor enhancer, not the star of the show. Use half a pound of chicken in that stir fry instead of a full pound, and just double the veggies. You could easily save $15 a week doing just that. Wow, that's over $700 a year. That's a plane ticket.
All right, to bring this all home, let's wrap up with a really simple checklist. Think of this as your final defense when you're in the store. It's your wallet guardian checklist for every single shopping trip. It's just 4 easy steps. 1. Never shop hungry. Have a snack before you go. 2. Look up and look down. The most expensive brands are always right at eye level. 3. Always read the unit price tag. That little tag tells you the real cost per ounce or per pound. And 4, this is my favorite one. Do a reverse cart audit. Right before you head to the checkout, look in your cart, find 3 things, and put them back on the shelf. It's a final check against impulse buys.
Look, cutting 20% off your grocery bills sounds like a huge, impossible number, but it's really not. It's totally achievable. The most important thing to remember is this: you don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. One good decision leads to another, and pretty soon you've got a lot more breathing room in your budget. You can absolutely do this.